I'm Trever Aeon. I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass.
Alright, so last time we explored the beach and we encountered some companions. We freed Lae'zel and she's joined her party. And she wants to find Zoru, who is a tiefling that has seen other Githyanki. We rescued a wizard named Gale, and he has joined the party. We found Shadowheart, who we had met in the Nautiloid, and she has joined our party. Not represented here is that we ran into Astarion, but he was hostile to us, or so we perceive, with his attempted ambush, so we did not invite him to join us. We met some bandits and drove them off, and we are now about to enter the crypt that they were sort of camping at. And this is back from Lae'zel wanting to find Zaru as progress towards finding a cure. Also, I gave everybody else Longstrider, but I forgot to give myself Longstrider. So I want to go ahead and take this opportunity to perform a little bit of an experiment. So I'll go here. I'll go into turn-based mode. And I'm just going to walk straight as far as I can. And then I'm going to have Lae'zel stand right by me.
Without delay.
Okay, that's pretty even.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Should my
And now,
step.
cast Longstrider on myself. Go back into the corner. Turn-based mode. So, I got this much extra difference just for having that first level ritual spell active. And I wanted to point this out because I think it can be easy to sort of dismiss how much benefit you're really getting Longstrider. But that much distance over every combat round of the day, it's a pretty big difference. Longstrider is not insignificant, and if possible, I believe you should always strive to have somebody in the party able to give you Longstrider for the day. Alright, let's get started.
Thank you, Gimblebrook. Everything all right out there?
Pretending to be Gimblebrook, or fake calling for help, isn't really Trever Aeon's style. So we'll go with the option that is closest to intimidations. Gimblebrook, he's gone. Your friends abandoned you.
Yeah? Well, I always were a bit soft. But I've got plenty of friends who ain't soft. Come in here and you can meet them.
I spent some time beating the door down uselessly here because Trever would. Unfortunately, I think it's just a game mechanic thing that makes zone transition doors indestructible. Now, the one on the beach below is big and sturdy, so it makes a lot of sense that we wouldn't be able to get through that one. But this one, I think, is supposed to be just a normal wooden door. To get around that in-game, I end up using lockpicks, but I choose to believe that within the world, this door wasn't actually indestructible, and breaking it down is what actually happened. And the aftermath is consistent with that. Trever spending so much time loudly beating on the door definitely gave the bandits inside time to prepare.
With a flick of the wrist.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Patched up. Pushing on.
Keep looking. Something's up.
And these things have stayed interesting. These boots have seen everything.
Make way. Got to focus. Victory awaits. Let's finish this. Time to strike.
blood comes easy these days. These mortals be? Of course.
I will ascend. I'm ready. Make way. Can't give up. Victory awaits.
Well, so much for peace.
Swords meet sorcery. Pawn to cleric 4.
Victory awaits. My faith will protect me. I am fury. I am death.
May the dice roll in my favor. Onward.
Time to strike. Taking position. Ready.
Need to stay hidden.
Let's get this over with.
Creator. Destroyer. In striking distance.
Time to strike. Assume nothing.
Looking ahead. Wish I had a bag of holding. No lock, no handle. How does it open? Another step forward. Let's have a look.
No more prayers. Only silence. Must be lonesome to be a forgotten god.
Who are those prayers for? Normally the patron god is obvious. Not here.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
A dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone. Something good here, I hope.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Something over there.
ready and willing.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Time to rest. How much farther can I go?
This place wasn't built for the living.
More for me. Here we go.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Trap. Be cautious.
Nobody in the current party has experience with disarming traps, so when we start seeing a whole bunch of them like this, it's reasonable to assume that we're missing some of them too, and to proceed with caution. So what that means for us now is having everyone step outside the room and designating one person to see what they can find within in order to mitigate risk. Of course, that falls to Trever himself. In order to prepare himself as best he can, he casts heroism on himself and goes into turn-based mode to squeeze as much utility out of the spell as he can. He's going to rush, i.e. use his movement abilities every turn, around the edges of the room, looting as he goes, and then working his way inward. He figures at some point he will likely trip one of the traps, and hopes that the temporary help from heroism will help him survive and escape if necessary.
There is work to do.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
My face protects me.
One with the weave.
Indolence breeds madness.
Huh, I'll give it a shot.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
And, as predicted, he's triggered a trap. He quickly grabs what he can from the sarcophagus and runs out of the room.
With haste.
Trever takes a moment to survey the room. For the record, there is a button over on that pillar that we can see, and if you hit that button, the trap will disarm and you can safely loot the rest of the room. But Trever has no way of knowing that. There's no way he's going back in there. In fact, later, when I loot this place more thoroughly off screen, I still am going to avoid this area, so whatever random bits of loot I didn't manage to snag on my first pass are gone to us.
Anything of use? Armed scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
To juggle if my lessons were true. The final scribe. The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
Looks like someone wanted to bury their secrets.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
You know what? This lock is begging to be smashed. Oblige it.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what? you stare at the dark and decimated words, the more your head aches. There is no meaning to be found here.
Seek and you shall find me.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Very well.
What's that?
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
Shadowheart says right next to a dancing light spell. She has a point though. We should let them come to us.
I am fury. I am death. On the move.
Outflank, outsmart. Did they see me?
Let's end this. Got to press on.
Come find me if you dare.
Swift and lethal.
Can't give up. Not now. I know what to do.
Open day.
cutting to the chase. Good move.
Need to stay focused.
Take two. On my way.
Best be on my way.
Swift and lethal.
My turn. With ease.
What should I do? Victory awaits.
Try me.
Time to strike.
With glee. With haste.
Talk to me.
They didn't want to surrender their valuables, even after death.
Fools. Rising from the dead just to protect some dusty old baubles.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
Trever probably is creeped out, but he definitely doesn't want to show it. So he's gonna focus on a different question. Who is this he you're talking about?
An arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important now. Wilt thou answer my question?
This motherfucker just dodged Trevor's question. He doesn't see why he should answer its.
That is true, but matters not. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Now hold up just a second. What do you mean we will see each other again?
We have nothing more to discuss. Continue on thy way, as if I were not here. I must attend this place after so many years away. We will see each other again soon.
I like the bard's spin on this one. Seems you've read ahead in our little story.
The mechanics of fate would be difficult to explain to one such as thyself. Regardless, it will occur. How long has it been?
So I picked up a couple of things of note. this Watcher's Guide, which has Death's Promise. When the spear misses its target, the wielder's next attack roll against that target gains True Strike. But it doesn't have an enhancement bonus. And on-hit effects like that don't work when it's thrown. So even if I were going to use that as a thrown weapon, it wouldn't be any better than a regular old spear for Trever Aeon. But out of the options here, Lae'zel's already got a great sword that's permanently dipped in fire, essentially. And Gale's gonna go with cantrips over weapon attacks whenever possible. So this goes ahead and goes to Shadowheart, and Shadowheart probably finds that she's quite comfortable wielding a spear. The other thing, I picked up a random studded shield, and you know, I've seen gladiators wielding shields before. I saw no reason not to go ahead and equip that to Trever Aeon. Gives him a little bit of added protection, unless he needs to switch to one of his weapons, because so far he's got a great axe and a great club that he could pull out if he really needed, and both of those are two-handed. So if he does need to pull one of those weapons out, it will come at the cost of the shield, but that's okay. It's part of the decision that he'll have to make.
Curious.
What's that?
Now, we've also picked up a couple of locked chests that were a bit too tough for us to break ourselves, but Trever has an idea. This overlooks the beach that we first came across, this door that we couldn't get in, and that's quite a long drop, isn't it? So if we throw this off the top, that breaks open the chest. And that one needs another throw. So,
Is that blood? No, never mind.
There it goes. Oh yeah, the other thing that I picked up that was noticeable was this Amulet of Lost Voices, which gives us access to speak with dead. And since it's the only magical necklace that anybody has, and speak with dead doesn't really matter who casts it, I just went ahead and gave it to Trever for now.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Ellie. Fisherwoman.
Elturel. Is that close?
No. Upriver. Too far.
How did you die?
Chased elf. Brains chased me.
Open up.
Enough to consider.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Marcus. Fisherman.
Did anyone survive the crash?
Woman. Beautiful. Couldn't look away.
Where did this woman go?
Went west. Others followed. Couldn't help themselves.
Were there any other survivors?
Elf. Ran north. Up the beach.
What were you doing here?
Saw the crash. Came quick. Trying to help folk.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Better than nothing. All right. What now? What path lies before me?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Francis. Merchant. Selling pottery.
And what happened to you?
Guiding my cart. Shadow fell. Tentacle grabbed me. Took me here. Put something in my eye.
They put something in my eye, too. Can we get rid of it?
Find healer. Or die. It'll leave.
Do you know why any of us were taken?
No. Took everyone. Peasants. Lords. Took them all.
I was tempted to take the Bard option here. I really want to see what the response is, but Trever would not offer to exalt this random nobleman, and certainly not over asking, do you have anything valuable?
They took me. Took everything.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Trever has had a whole day to consider it, and he's cooled off some. This elf, Astarion, did apologize, and he is infected the same way we are. He could be useful. It may be worth at least checking in with him to see if he's still around.
I won't have a word.
Ah, hello again. Still alive, I see.
As are you. Perhaps we should travel together.
Well, obviously I would. But you have so many followers already. I don't want to crowd you.
I have a camp. Meet me there.
I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't a bad idea. Safety in numbers, after all. And I hate to turn down an invitation. All right. Maybe I'll see you there. Good luck.
Maybe I need more pockets. I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
With shouting up ahead, there's a few things it could be, including, potentially, a fight. Trever notices there's a small hill, so he prepares a featherfall for the crew and instructs them to seek the high ground. If nothing else, they should be able to make a dramatic entrance. And that's where we will start next video. Have a good one.